Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We've got another beautiful day. We've got force 2 winds and a nice low tide. So I've got the ormer hook with me, or lobster hook. We're gonna go out, try and find some cockles, some clams, just anything really, just to see what we can find. I baited up the crab pot with Sam last night, so hopefully we've got some crabs to eat in there. Got the stove with me, so stay tuned. Hopefully we can find loads of stuff to eat, baby. It's Smash Fishing. I think first up we're going to go to the crab pot and see what that's like. At the moment the tide's not low enough for me. I want to try and find some of those big Venus clams because they're bloody delicious. Last time we had a good old munch on them. Whew. Sorry if there's a little bit of wind noise. We've got a little onshore breeze, but it shouldn't be too bad. Hell yeah, what a beautiful day. Can't wait to get munching, I'm starving. A good old fork with me today. I'm going to try and get some razor clams. They're delicious as well. I know we're going to get a few of those around this beach. They're not in great numbers, but they are there. Plenty of bird life around. Nice. And I'm heading all the way out there, baby. A good thing to note with foraging is any creatures you're not 100% of, don't eat them. Especially things like mussels, anything that take in the water and filter the water. Because if you've got a sewage pipe or some sort of dirty outlet that goes into the sea, they will be eating that. So you can get very ill if you do it recklessly. So just a little heads up, just to make sure no one gets hurt doing this, because there's been a few times I've been on the toilet flat out from this sort of stuff when I was younger. But now, like, you know, you pick up a little bit of knowledge of what's good to eat, what time of year to eat it and stuff like that. Just good tip. Like, always be 100% on what you're eating, especially from the sea. The spider crabs are coming in now. I've noticed some other lads have had some really big ones in the crab pots. So I'm hoping they've come this end of the island. I put 3 mackerel in this. 1 Atlantic chub mackerel and a couple of just normal mackerel. And I wanted to give loads of scent. Mackerel doesn't last long in the crab pots. A couple of days. But the scent it kicks out's amazing. That's if the eels or the bullace don't go in the crab pot. So we could get anything in this. I'm bloody excited. Hopefully we get something that's big enough to eat. Gonna start pulling the pot now, guys. Praying for something. I can see a small spider crab below me just down here. So I'm hoping there was some big... Oh, we got a spider for sure. I can see orange. We got a keeper, baby. Woo! The only crab in the crab pot. And it's a beast. Check that out. That's what we wanted, baby. Hell yeah. We're eating good today, guys. What a bonus. It's a nice sized spider right there. That is going in the cook pot without fail. Look at the claws on it. Woo! We go get him in the bucket. I'll give you a better show in a minute, guys. That's what it's all about. I'm going to put him in the rock pool. Look at that for a crab. I'm just going to get the pot out and we'll get you a better show. Woo! Hopefully we can go find some more stuff now. Get you a better show there. What a lovely size spider, that one. That's going to be perfect eating. I've got the perfect way to cook these in the small pot that I've got. It's nice. That's not a giant crab. That's well over the size limit though. The size limit's like 14 centimetres. It's too small in Guernsey. Like, you'll get little tiny crabs and they look minuscule and they'll be in. So that is a cracker though. Big male spider. Look at the claws on it. Chuffed. Absolutely over the moon. You know I'm eating good tonight, baby. Let's go get some more. Woo! Just gonna get some wet seaweed just to keep the crab a bit cooler. So I've got a couple of hours left yet to forage around. There's some big rock pools that I know of, so I'm gonna go around there, see if there's any more in it. I was hoping for a nice spider today. I've seen a lot of the lads have been getting them. Holding Glorious Fishing, he's been getting a few. But there's not much lobsters around this part. Back in the day, I used to get loads of lobsters, but they're just not there at the moment. Nice spider though to put in the cook pot. Just going to get my lobster hook out. I've got gauges for lady crab, brown edible crab, lobster, and what else? That's an ormer gauge as well, but I can't get ormers today. There's only certain times of the year, certain days over here that you can get them. It's quite strict rules, so I won't be foraging any of them, even though I know I could find them down here. But what I'm going to mainly look for is, there's about 5 lobster holes, so, and they're deep as well, so that's why you need a nice long hook. Get right in the back and pull them out. Hopefully we can get them. Sweating out all this stuff. I've got cookers and all sorts with me. Woo! I made this out of an old spear from my spear gun. I accidentally shot a rock. If you'd like to see how to make these, I can make a video on it, providing enough people want to see it. So leave it in the comments. Be interested to know what sort of videos you want to see, guys. Little rock pools like this is mainly what I target for lobsters, because you'll find you'll go around the edges like this, and then eventually you'll come across a hole. But look how deep this is. It's just a sheer rock, you can't really see the hole. And then look at this. That's my whole arm inside it. There's nothing in this one, I've already checked it, but just showing you. There can be giant holes with eels, lobsters in, just in a little rock pool. Good little tip that. Just drop my tripod and snap the end off it. What a great job that is, isn't it? I'm not really sure how I'm going to film properly today. I'm going to have to lean the camera on the rocks. Oh, there's a spider, look at that. Just walking along. There's a small male there. Awesome little creatures these are. Oh, I love the spiders. They become a pain for bait fishing, especially for congers. But they're lovely to see. Great eating. Let's get them released. Just shows the spiders are really coming into breed now. Give it another couple of weeks, you'll get them in force. So usually you'll get a massive run of big ones, like a lot bigger than this one as well. You can get them £5 plus. Who can spot the spider? Just walking along here. Oh, he's a nice one as well. Look at that one. That might be bigger than the last one. Oh, what a beauty. That's a proper eater. The way I measure spiders is I just put my hand over. If it's bigger than my hand, you know it's in. Look at the size of that one. Let's get in the bucket. I'm going to get him in the bucket properly now. If they fit, the other one's there. See, I'm putting water and seaweed in to try and keep them alive. I'm going to have a little longer look around here now. It's nice to see them in like this. This is mad. Coastal foraging spider crabs, hell yeah! I'm not even at the best spot yet either. There's a big old rock pool at the end, and that's where it's really close to the tide, so all the crabs at the high water will climb up really quickly. I'm quite high up the beach here as well. Just found a big keeper spider. Ah, what a lovely day to forage. Getting lucky today, folks. Having a nose around at the water's edge. If I see any really big spiders, then I'll go in after them. Chuffed at the moment. 2 nice spiders. can have a right old feast. Just having a scout about. What I'm looking for is orange, because when they're coming in like this, they're really clean crab and they're bright orange, so they're a bit of a giveaway. But I've found them in here before, and all you do is go down to your boxes, jump in and go get them. It's just worth just standing there for a minute. As the seaweed moves, the crabs will move as well, so just see what we can find. If I can't find anything in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to head down the beach and we're going to go forage some clams and see how we do on that sort of thing. Hell yeah. We're at the beach now. I'm going to start digging up some razor clams. There's a man digging here and he's getting them here. So I'm going to try and find a few big ones and I'm going to move on to the Venus clams. Woo! As you can see, some nice sized razors down here. You get a lot of gaper clams around as well. And all we're doing is looking for the holes everyone's seen in previous videos. If you stomp around a bit, you get a few squirts of water. Check that for a worm. I don't know what species that is. Do you know what that is? If you can identify it, guys, let me know in the comments. That's massive. Collecting a few razors now. Got a couple of broken gapers there, but I'll give it to the chap over there for bait. What I want is another 2 razors, and then we'll go find some Venus clams. It almost looks like a ragworm, but I know it's not. Might be some sort of tube worm. Just giving you a better glimpse of it so you can identify it. Hell yeah. Starting to gather a few now. One more, then we're going to move on. I've left my stuff on the boat for now. Don't want to get wet. Sorry? I
said it's good to meet you in any case.
Yeah, good to meet you too, mate. Come here, boy. Little friendy. Nice size razor there. Finding all sorts of weird worms. I've nearly got our feed of razors now. Just want one more and then we're off. The dog went running off with my spider crab before, went chasing it. So I've left the crabs in the boat for now. We got a crab thief. Just found a small Venus clam. Size of that. Tiny little thing. The last razor down. I was putting up more gaper clams than I was razors. That's it now. We've got our 4 and we go on to the Venuses. So our start so far, got our 2 spiders, 4 razors. I kept breaking a few, so I was giving them to the chap for bait. He watches the channel, it was nice to see. Get the seaweed back on top. Let's go find some more. Thoroughly enjoying this one today. Got lovely, no wind. Fill that hole in. Always good to fill back your holes, guys. Just keep the beach a little bit better than what it is. Some big old gobies in this rock pool. The size of some of them. Got this chap's dog. There was another one as well, an even bigger one. Check that one out. This would be good on the light tackle. Many species fishing. Woo! Get out! That's funny. Dog wanted a piece of this fish, so I'm going to put him in the water. Let's go find some more. Oh, we're looking for some big Venuses now. Seeing more and more scallop shells on this beach. That's quite interesting. All I'm looking for is, it's a bit like the gaper clam. They'll have a little tiny hole and you've got to dig them out. So I'm just scouting about. Hopefully we can find some. Just been digging here, found some more of those bloodworms. Ugly looking things they are. That shooty thing at the end. Apparently they got quite a bite on them. This is what we're looking for. That's a lovely big clam, that one. Then I got a small, I think these are different species, but I know that one's definitely a Venus clam. I'm not sure what this is, but I call it a Venus clam. If anyone knows, it might be a hard shell clam. Got some slightly smaller ones, I'll throw that one back. Keep that one. These are delicious. And all I'm doing is just digging along where I see a little tiny hole and then pulling them out that way. But always dig your holes back in. You don't want to wreck the environment. Check this one out. This here, I've been wanting to get this on the channel. This is called rockworm or worm. These grow massive. You can see it's all curled up. So it's like a giant predatory worm that we get in the Channel Islands, and this is a killer bass bait. This absolutely kills bass, gilt-edged or anything really, and they got a pair of gnashers just there. Evil little things they are. Got a nice selection of clams here now. That one there I can throw back straight in the water. So nice sized clams. This one here, I'm not 100% what sort of Venus clam that is. It's a bit more elongated than what this one is, if you see. They've got the same sort of shell, but it's longer. But I bet you it tastes good all the same. Got a nice piece there. So I'm going to stop foraging now. I'm going to pick up a few winkles on the way up, and then we're going to start cooking, guys. So that's my haul, guys. 2 nice sized spider crabs, a few Venuses, and some razor clams. Be very simple this. Got a bit of parsley, got some butter, and some nice garlic cloves. And that's all I'm going to do is chop those into chunks, get it all simmered down a bit, then add some water, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch in the pan. What I'm doing now is just going to skin the garlic cloves, just like so, and I'm literally just chopping them into chunks. This is just a flavouring really, because this will soak right into the crab meat. Such a hot day today. I don't know why I've got a hat on. Probably because I got bad hair day. Chop them all in, just like so. As always, the electric starts to die on these things after a while. We cooking? Yep. What I'm gonna do is get some butter, get the finger in there, good old dollop. I love a bit of butter. I'm no Gordon Ramsay. All I know is this works for seafood. Could have done with some red wine, but I don't have any of that. White wine, sorry, but I don't have any of that. All I'm gonna do is just break some nice chunks off. Get it all into there. I could have done with some chili flakes. A few subscribers have said about using chili flakes. It's a great idea, but Sam don't like spice, so I don't tend to bring it much. But this tastes amazing anyway. That's all it is. I'm going to let that simmer down a little bit, then I'll add the water, and I'll show you how I'm going to prep the spider crab. Going to add some water now. Want a good amount of water. It's quite a big crab, so you want it to steam through quite a lot. And as you can see, we'll let that come to a simmer. While we do that, I'm going to quickly clean up the spider. So what I'm doing for this spider is, not a lot of people are going to like what I do, but this is going to kill it quickly, and it's easy for me to put it in the pan. I'm going to hold the legs like so, and I'm going to hit the front of the shell on the rock. And what that will do is kill it instantly, and then I'm going to wash all the guts out, so I'm left with just the legs, the claws and the meat. So I'm going to get on that now, get it all cleaned up. Check that out, guys. That is beautiful. Loads of meat. Give it a crack in half. Now I've got 2 halves of crab that will fit nicely in the pan. Get the rest of the gunk out. And you can see the white fleshy meat in there. Oh, delicious. My mouth is watering already and I haven't even cooked it. Everything's starting to steam up a bit now. So that's how we clean the spider crab if you're cooking it really quickly. The pan all ready to go. You can see it steaming up nicely. And all I'm going to do is add the crab first. And a good tip for this is just get a stone and just crack the claw. And what it would do is let all the garlic juices just simmer into it. That's going to be absolutely delicious. Oh, bash my finger in the process. Just like that, you see the little crack in there. And get it all in the pan. Somehow. So what I'm going to do is let that cook for a few minutes. Or, yeah, give it a few minutes. And then I'll add all the clams. We had smell-o-vision right now, guys. Oh, I tell you. Almost ready to put the clams in. Oh, just enjoying myself, chilling on the rock. Check that out, guys. That looks amazing. Gonna chuck the clams in now. About ready to do that. The crab's looking delicious. I can see all the white meat. You can see we've got the winkles. Got the Venus clams, we've got the razors, the big juicy clam at the bottom, filled with spider crab. This really does smell amazing. I can't wait. Gonna get the lid on now, get it all cooked up. I'll show you what the finished result looks like. That is one hell of a meal, that, guys. My mouth is absolutely watering. Getting all seated. Bit of salt. The good old clams. I've left the sauce here so I can just dip them in. Like so. Oh. Bit of grit. It's always best with clams, if you're foraging them to take home, leave them in the fridge in a tub overnight. And what that does is they expel the grit. Oh, that's why I love these clams. They are, these ones especially, they are absolutely out of this world. You can see all the parsley on them. Oh, so good. This is so highly recommended. And because you've cracked the claws already, they just pop open, get something to take the meat out. In this case I'm using a clamshell. And look at this for flaky white meat, guys. Check that out. And spider crab is really sweet. Oh, I'm going to be sitting here for a while, that's for sure. And with the body, because you've prepped it in that way, you can just crack it off like that and you see the meat, just dip it in the sauce. Oh, there's just no way I can explain it for you guys. Nothing but, it's just perfect. And all you do is just peel the meat away and you'll be left with a big chunk. That bit out there. There you go. See all that white flaky meat there? Get that in the sauce. All the juice is soaked right through the crab. That's why it's a great way to cook crab like this. I'm sorry I'm not speaking much again. It's always the way. When something tastes really good, you can't help it. If you just get a little stone, you can bash the claws open, the legs, sorry. And I'll show you the meat get out the legs. You just get one big chunk every time, just like that. That's when you know the crabs cook very, very well. The claws on the spider crabs, the meat tends to stick to the shell a little bit, but you'll get it. Just give it a good old crack, peel it off, and there you go. You just eat it like a coconut shell. It's absolutely delicious. Oh, it's been a while since I've had spider crab as well. So I won't leave you with your mouth watering anymore, guys. I think I've shown you enough. Oh God, look at that. Jesus. That's enough, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Just wanted to get out, find some food, have a little munch, bit of breakfast on the beach. And I tell you, I'm so glad I did. Like I said before, if you're not 100% on a shellfish, just leave it. Don't bother eating it, because you could wind up with being quite ill from, oh, I dropped that one in the water. You can end up quite ill from this if you get it wrong or don't cook them enough. The crabs cook for about 15 minutes on boiling water. The clams about 5 or 6 minutes. When they're open, just give them an extra minute to cook through and you should be good. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. There's going to be plenty more foraging to come. I love doing this. If you like my channel, like and subscribe. There's going to be plenty more to come. I'm going to enjoy the crab now, finish my food and go home. It's smash fishing.